Have you ever noticed how a bicycle moves when you pedal, or how your phone works after charging? Behind all this is the magical concept of energy, the invisible ability to do work. Nature gives us energy in many forms. From the burning sun to a falling river, or even food you eat, energy powers everything around us. We classify these energies depending on how they're stored or transferred. Mechanical, chemical, nuclear, each has its own way of influencing the world. In this module, we'll take a journey through 12 different forms of energy and understand how each contributes to life and technology. Solar energy is the radiant energy we receive from the sun. While we can't usually use it directly, we can harness it through technologies like solar panels, solar furnaces, and solar cells. For example, a solar panel can heat water by absorbing sunlight using a black painted metal surface. A simple yet effective way to capture solar energy. In a solar furnace, mirrors are used to concentrate sunlight onto a single point. This intense heat can generate steam, which in turn drives turbines to produce electricity. On the other hand, heat energy, or thermal energy, often comes from burning fuels like coal, oil, or gas. This energy is used in boilers and steam engines to create motion. In fact, in thermal power plants, this heat energy is the driving force behind the mechanical energy that generates power for our homes and industries. Light energy is a form of visible energy. It can perform work by generating heat or by being absorbed during processes like photosynthesis. The sun is our most important and natural source of light energy. Without it, life on Earth wouldn't be possible. Now let's talk about chemical energy. This is the energy stored in substances like fuels and food. It gets released during chemical reactions, such as burning or during metabolism in living beings. Automobiles use chemical energy when fuel is burned to power the engine. Similarly, our bodies use it when food is digested and converted into usable energy. Even plants are part of this energy cycle. They absorb light energy and convert it into chemical energy during photosynthesis, storing it in their cells for future use. Hydro energy is produced by the movement of water, typically in rivers or dams. As water flows, its motion spins turbines, which in turn drive electric generators. In hydroelectric power stations, the potential energy of water stored at a height is converted into electrical energy as it flows downward. Now, electrical energy itself is generated by the movement of electrons through conductors like wires. It's one of the most usable and convenient forms of energy. It powers our homes, our factories, and nearly all our electronic devices. Another big advantage, electrical energy is easy to transport through power lines and can be transformed into other energy forms like heat, light, or motion whenever needed. Let's now move deeper into the nucleus of the atom. Nuclear energy is released during nuclear reactions like fission and fusion. A small amount of mass gets converted into a huge amount of energy, as described by Einstein's famous equation, E equals mc squared. It powers nuclear submarines, reactors, and unfortunately, even atomic bombs. Geothermal energy, on the other hand, comes from deep within the Earth. Hot rocks heat water into steam, which is used to drive turbines. Countries like Iceland use geothermal energy extensively for electricity and heating. Feel the breeze on your face? That's wind energy in action. Moving air turns windmill blades, which rotate turbines to generate electricity. Wind energy is clean, renewable, and increasingly used worldwide. Sound energy is produced when something vibrates, like a speaker, a tuning fork, or your vocal cords. These vibrations travel through air and reach our ears. Magnetic energy is stored in magnets. A bar magnet or an electromagnet can exert force on metal objects, an effect used in motors and generators. Finally, let's talk about mechanical energy, the sum of potential and kinetic energy. It's the energy of motion and position. A swinging pendulum, a raised hammer, or a rolling cart all have mechanical energy. What's amazing is that all the other forms of energy, light, chemical, solar, can be converted into mechanical energy, and vice versa. Let's quickly revise. We explored 12 different energy forms: solar, heat, light, chemical, hydro, electrical, nuclear, geothermal, wind, sound, magnetic, and mechanical energy. Each form plays a unique role in nature, machines, and our daily lives. I hope now you understand how energy surrounds and powers everything we do. See you in the next session with another fascinating concept of physics.